On today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to patina your Converse. No, I'm just playing. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to patina, but this time around, we're going to patina a 40 Ford. So this one is a rebuilder. It is a 40 Ford street rod from Rattle, and I'm gonna put this back here. And as you guys can see, it's already painted, but we are going to strip the paint, and we're gonna start from beginning to end. I'm gonna show you guys how I patina my cards. It's not. This is just how I do mine. I know there's a whole bunch of videos on how to do patina, but I'm gonna show you how I do mine. And I already started putting the chassis together, and I think I have the engine in there somewhere. But the main focus is going to be the car. Everything else would be wouldn't be so weathered. So it will be kind of like someone's working on it, or they did a frame swap type of thing. So everything else is going to be weathered, lightly weathered, but this will be the main focus. So we're going to go ahead and strip the paint, and we're gonna, once the paint it's off the body, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you the steps that I do, the process on how I do the patina. All right, so we have the body stripped out of the old paint, and it looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and sand the body a little bit, just so that the next paint can stick to the body. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to show you the next color that we're going to use. Alright, first coat, it's done. We did graphite, or you could use gunmetal. So what I did here is about two coats, and I can't say they were light coats or really heavy coats, so it's somewhere in the middle. So you can kind of eyeball it, but you do want to have this coats to be the thickest, because after we start putting the other layers, the second layer has to be light, but just enough to cover the whole entire car. So I use this for my base, and this one is the graphite, and like I said, you can use gunmetal, and I use this brand. It's a wheel paint, but I use it for base coats most of the time, because you're not gonna see it, and whether you do weather or shiny, I mean, I like it because it really sticks to the body. And so next color up will be the semi-gloss black, and again, we're gonna just do one coat, but it's gonna be a even coat, just enough to cover the car, not too thick and not too light, just so that we can continue to do the weathering process. All right, so now we have the car painted in black, and we don't worry about orange fill, it's actually gonna help it. And with this, I did one full coat, so I just went, sprayed it, make sure I cover everything, and if I did miss a few spots, I just kind of went ahead and resprayed it, and it's looking pretty good. So now we're going to use white, and if you notice, I've been using semi-gloss, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can use gloss, but we're gonna weather it, so it really doesn't matter. It makes no sense to do gloss paint. All right, we're gonna go ahead and paint this white, and we'll be back. All right, now we have the body white, and if you can see, there's a few spots where you can kind of tell the black, like over here, I think somewhere in the top, yep, right there, I think a little bit of there, here. So like I said, it's just enough to cover the body, because after everything is done drying, I think you can tell more here. We're gonna go ahead and sand this off. So the final coat will be, let me just make this Maui blue. And let's see, is this gloss? Oh, this one is gloss, but we're gonna, at the end, we're gonna spray some flat clear, and it's gonna come together. So we're gonna go ahead and do the last coat, and we'll be back. Now that the body is painted, we're gonna let it dry, make sure that all the layers of paint are completely cured, and then after that we're gonna go ahead and grab our sanding sticks or sanding sponges, and we're gonna start sanding the body and try to get some of the other colors to kind of push through. So again, we're gonna let this sit a couple of days. So while this is drying, we're gonna go ahead and work on the chassis and put the engine together. And I went ahead and painted the engine, so the engine is 4 blue. So we're just gonna keep adding on the rest of the pieces for the engine, and by the time we're ready to sand and weather the body, the chassis should be done by then. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the chassis together. So for the sake of the video, I went ahead and I sanded this side. So this is what we're trying to look for, or we're trying to get the look. This is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and start sanding this side and show you how I do this, and you'll see why the gunmetal and the black are intended to be. So what you need is you need one of these, and it's pretty rough, so just kind of sand it off as much as you can. And again, once you get to the point where you start looking at the other colors popping out, then you can stop and you grab another one that it's the finer sand and just kind of sand it off, and you start seeing the colors coming through. You can use different types of sandpaper. It's just whatever you want. It doesn't really matter if you go one way or another way or in circles. It doesn't really matter. You just wanna get that look. See, and that's what we want. And then you see right here, you kind of see the gunmetal, so that will give it that look of the metal showing off. See, and then after that, you could just add some rust and little places that you think it might need, just to make the realistic look. And that's pretty much it. And then you just keep going to other areas that you think you might need to do some weathering. And again, it doesn't have to be all perfect. We're going to go ahead and use another one. And so again, it's just whatever you think, whatever you like, whatever whatever look you're trying to achieve. That's pretty much it. Fender's pretty easy because this just doesn't have to be that extreme. The door, sorry, I keep bumping the camera. And again, there's no specific pattern, it's all random. put a little too much paint on this side. It's not coming off. There you go. Maybe it's just this. So right here, just keep going and smooth everything out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, again, it's just the patina. We're not going for the super rusty, crusty weather look or rust look. It's just something that it was kind of like a barn find, or someone's trying to do some work on a paint job or something similar to that effect. So, yeah. If you want to just grab a different. All these stuff I got them from my daughter because she does nails, so when she's doesn't need them anymore, she'll give me the extra ones. So see, it doesn't have to be super perfect, but and that's pretty much what you get. Just keep sanding it. Once you see the gunmetal, then you stop and then you work on another area until you get the look that you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then after that, you clear it, and if you want to add rust, you can just add rust, and you get the better rust weather patina look. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I do my patina on some of my models. All right, guys, let's go ahead and put this together, and we'll see how it looks at the end. We finally put the body together. So I went ahead and put the steelies. So kind of give it the old school custom hot rod type of style. So here's the engine if you guys want to see. The interior, I put a hot rod magazine underneath. It's just your typical, nothing too crazy out of the norm. I still gotta finish painting that, but it's not a big deal. It's fine by me. Here's the rear end, and here's the other side. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I really enjoyed putting this together. For some reason, I used Mod Podge, and this one cleared out perfect. This one is still starting to clear out. I'm not sure why. Maybe the weather is not helping, but that's fine. It gives it a character. So this has been fun. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I added the rust just to show you guys that you could leave it how I had it before the rust, and give it that patina just like this. But I just wanted to add the rust, an actual barn find. Somebody found it at somebody's backyard, and the stages of how the weather kind of messed up the paint job, and then now it's starting to rust, surface rust. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So this was fun. I really hope you guys enjoy the video and the tutorial, and hopefully I get to see some of you guys' builds. And in the meantime, and if you guys want to see how I did some of these rust techniques, I'll have a link to some of the videos, so if you guys want to see. Alright, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy modeling.